Hey there, and Happy New Year. So before I start the clock, it is a new year, so I have a new plan. I don't know if you can see that or not, but so this was kind of what I was doing last year as far as scales, lessons, repertoire 1, repertoire 2, and then Reddit is a new thing I started this right near the end of the year with their piano jam stuff. And kind of the plan was every third day it kind of cycled through. So I'd have a scales day where I spent 15 minutes on scales and then 5 minutes on the repertoire 1. And then 10 to 15 minutes on the Reddit stuff. And then day 2 would be the lesson day. So 15 minutes on the lesson, 5 minutes on rep 1, 10 to 15 minutes on Reddit. And then day 3 would be repertoire day, so 10 minutes on each repertoire, so 1 and 2, and then 10 to 15 minutes on Reddit. And then the idea was it'd be about, initially it was 20 minutes, so either the scales, the lesson, or the repertoire, and then the Reddit added another 10 to 15 minutes. What I'm going to do this year is everything every day. It'll be shorter, so I'll spend 5 minutes on scales every day. And then between 10 and 15 minutes on the lesson every day. And then 5 to 10 minutes on the repertoire 1, 5 to 10 minutes on repertoire 2, and then 10 to 15 minutes on the Reddit stuff. It looks like, for the most part, scales will still get about 30 minutes every 6 days. The lesson will get a whole lot more. I used to get about a half hour every 6 days. And why every 6 days? Just because I have a 3-day rotating thing. Repertoire 1 got about 40 minutes. It's going to continue to get 40 minutes. To go back, lesson was about a half hour every 6 days. Now it's going to be about 70 minutes every 6 days. Repertoire 2 jumps up from about 20 minutes every day to 40 minutes every week, every 6 days. And then the Reddit stuff stays the same, 10 to 15 minutes, so 60 to whatever that is. I didn't do the math for that. Also, instead of kind of cycling through the same scales over and over and over again, I'm going to expand what scales I'm playing. I'm going to go front to back for the book. So it should go in the circle of fifths order. So we'll start this week with C major, no sharps, no flats. And then we'll go to G major, 1 sharp. And then whatever's next after that, 2 sharps. And then whatever's next after that, 3 sharps, and 4 sharps, and 5 sharps, etc., until everything is sharp. And then we come back and we go, so that was clockwise, and then we come back and we go counterclockwise. So 1 flat, 2 flat, 3 flat, 4 flat, etc. And I want to do more of what's on the page. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to get all of C major done in 1 day, so we're going to be on C major for a few days until we get through the all the little exercises on here, and then we'll move on to G major, get through all of the exercises. So it'll be a lot longer before we come back to the beginning and go forward again, but it'll allow me to see everything. Even though it might not stick because there's much less repetition, that's still kind of the idea. All right, man, it's a lot warmer than I realized. All right, well, let's get started. So C major. We are still going to try and track the time and all that. C major is no sharps, no flats, and we're going to go right in order. parallel motion and octaves today. Fingering wrong and got lost. And I changed that up right at the last minute. I was going to do my normal order, contrary motion, and then parallel motion, and then, moving on. But, yeah. Try 80. Now the thing I have to figure out, and I don't have it, is do I move along? Is 2.5 minutes really enough time to start a new section? We'll see. Contrary motion, starting on the same note. Target for this one is 135. We're going to start at 125 and try and work our way up. So in order for me to decide that it's good enough to increase the speed, the first 3 go-throughs have to be as close to perfect as possible. That didn't happen today. So we'll leave it at 135, and tomorrow, or the next piano day, we'll pick up parallel motion in thirds or tenths, which ought to be fun because I haven't done that yet. All right, well that will do it for scales. For scales. We didn't get the cadences. So that'll do it for scales for today. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a great day. Hoorah.